Summer's almost here and my AC went out. I'm going to show y'all what I do to keep my house cool while I wait on the AC repairman. Check it out. All right, y'all. So today we're going to be reviewing the Hessaire air cooling system. I got my wife assisting me, my beautiful wife assisting me with this because I want to show how portable and easy it is to show this thing off. And as you can see, it has the rollers on the bottom, so it makes it easy to move around. And on the top, you will see there's a pump, and that is to actually turn the water on and off because, I mean, you don't have to have the pump on. It can function as just like a fan. And then you obviously have the low, medium, and high settings. And then obviously there's a swivel on the inside that swivels the air back and forth across the room. And in addition to being able to swivel the air from left to right, you can adjust it up and down with these little vent adjustments here on the top and on the bottom. And then at the bottom here, you see this is where you actually can put in the water if you just have a water hose and put it there, or you can connect it to this hose here on the side and fill it like that. And on the back, when you get done, you can remove this little cap here, and that will drain the water. And that drains the water. And so right now this thing is completely empty. It's completely empty, and as you can see here, like let's say we had to take it up these stairs, right? It's not so heavy that, you know, a woman wouldn't be able to pick it up and take it up the stairs. So this thing did a great job of keeping our house cool.
El aire acondicionado dejó de funcionar en la casa. Mi esposo se acordó que teníamos esto en el garaje. Lo sacamos, lo llenamos de agua, lo pusimos en la sala y terminamos con toda la casa bien fría.
Okay, so in case y'all wondering, I don't understand anything she just said. So, but I I know what we practiced. So essentially, this thing was able to keep the whole house cool. And if you're wondering why in the world is this woman speaking Spanish, why don't you speak English? Well, I'm sure we got Spanish speaking people out there who want to watch the videos too. So she speaks perfect English. She's from the Caribbean and a Spanish speaking line. So, what do you think in English?
It works great. Kept the house cool all night.
All right.
It's just a little bit loud, but I'd rather have it loud than hot.
Yeah, rather it be loud than hot. It is a little loud. We didn't have it like in our bedroom. We didn't need it there. We just kept it around the biggest air intake area in the house so that then we could circulate the fan with the AC from the cooled off room. And I'm going to show you some video of that coming up now. So, all right, check it out. So here I find myself at 1 o'clock in the morning, hot. Thanks, Train. Shout out to Train for my coil going out 2 years on the dot in a row twice. So Train hit me up. Let's get this situation resolved. By the way, my house is only 5 years old. So yeah, you can see here as my wife explained in an earlier clip, you filled up the water here or you can fill it up on the side. You see that little red ball on the inside? That's the water level indicator. So I just put it up on the stool and filled it up. This, if on high, this should last about 6 hours. So obviously a little bit longer on the medium and the low. So yeah, just filled it up. And what I like about this is that, yeah, this is not an AC unit. This is an evaporative cooler, which means it runs water through the membrane and it pulls the air through, just like your old school air conditioners from the 70s and early 80s. And it's all self-contained. You don't have to run a whole air vent through a window, or you don't have to have it hooked up to a window or anything like that. It's all self-contained. You can use it outside, you can use it in the garage, works great. So I go here to turn it on, and because I hadn't used this thing in about 2 years, I couldn't really remember why is this thing not turning on. So I'm glad I did this. You have to press this button on the plug, and then you can turn it on. So, like I said, I hadn't used this thing in about 2 years. So this is a long-term review. Yeah, I've used it 3 or 4 times over its lifetime. I've had it for probably about 3 years. I bought it at Home Depot, and yeah, this is something I would definitely co-sign. I'm not being paid by Hessaire, but listen, everybody ACs go out, and you need to know what to do. Probably not the most economical solution, but it's probably, I think, effective if you have an apartment or a smaller house. This is rated for 1,600 feet. So here, what I'm doing is I turned it on low, so you can kind of see how much air is pushing out. You can see the curtains moving there. And my small fan, you see that's off. And the reason why I have that small fan there is because I don't want this big unit in front of my bedroom door. So I use that to divert the air. You see, this is the medium setting. Plus, this unit would disrupt those curtains too much. They would be fluttering all in the wind. So this is on high. So yeah, I've used it in my garage. I've used this thing when I'm outside barbecuing in the back. It helps to push the smoke out of my face and keep me cool. Lay out on the patio. What I'm doing here is I got my little thermometer here, and I want to show you that as I get closer to the unit itself, the temperature starts to decrease. And this was within the first 30 minutes. So obviously, the longer I left it on, the cooler it got in the house. And having it in this room where the air intake, the largest air intake for this room, because I have even though the AC doesn't have any freon in it and it won't work, the fan works for the AC. So you can put it on circulate, and it'll pull all of the air from this and kind of circulate around the house and help to cool the whole house. A little tip for you there. So you'll see here, my AC is off, but the fan is on, and you can see my temperature when I first turned this thing on, it was at 78, and now it's on 73. My bedroom here is still a little bit warm, but I guarantee you guys, after about another hour or so, it got down to about 75, and I was nice and cool and was able to go to sleep. Now, like I was explaining to you earlier, this membrane here, you can see the water flowing down the side. And, I don't know if you guys ever had those old AC big units outside your window. I'm not talking about the little small units, the big units where the water circulates. This is the same concept, but it's all one package. You can move it around. Don't try to lift this thing with all the water in. It's super heavy. But as you saw without, it was pretty light. So let's get to the statistics. How much did I pay for this thing? And honestly, when I first bought it, I don't remember paying $529. I think I got it was like $300 at that time, but they're a little bit more expensive now. You see, they have different choices for your budget there. There's a little bit more as you scroll down, but this is rated to be for 1,600 square feet. And I think that's pretty accurate, especially having an enclosed room. You see, you can use it in the garage, you can use it outside on the patio. But yeah, y'all, this is what I did, and honestly, I probably need to buy another one because, yeah, if y'all like this content, subscribe, comment, and like. Y'all be blessed.